Good morning, my boomers, my metamaniacs, my little baby bear cubs. It is the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto, thank you for pumping and kabooming in. We got Il Cryptmatic, good morning. The OGs are still here. Welcome back to everybody. Welcome back to the champ. I took a little day off on Friday and then the long weekend here. Hopefully everybody locked and loaded on a nice weekend with the family. And we're back. Are we in the clear? Are we in the clear out here? Are we ready for liftoff, for takeoff? Have we been cleared here by Central Command? Drop a comment. Let me know what's shaking and baking. The market seems to be warming up. I'll be honest with you. The champ is not convinced. The champ is not convinced. It seems some are, though. Shout out to Passive Crypto Show. He says, glad to catch another live. Good morning, sir. I'm back. Took a little break on Friday. And then the long weekend here, Memorial Day. And took the little baby to the poolside. And enjoyed some time with the family. Hit up a couple little baby birthdays. Saw Woody and Buzz. Shout out to the Metamaniacs. Let's check out the mathematics over here. BTC, see what's really hitting, what it's really hitting for. 31,725. The market looks warm, but again, I'm not entirely convinced. You're up 4.5% here in the 24-hour chart. Ether there at 1974, up 5%. USD stable, BNB up 1.9%. And then you got Cardano with a major move this morning, up 19%. Now taking the number 6 spot away from Ripple. 63 cents for Cardano. Shout out to the nerds out there. My Cardano nerds. Cardano is the nerdiest coin on the top 10. That's for sure. But, you know, sometimes the nerds win, guys. Shout out to Levitate Online. Boom, kaboom. I see you. Ripple there at 42 cents. There's still people that are believing in Ripple. There's still people holding on to Ripple and they think it's the one. Good luck with that. Binance at 99 cents, of course, and then you got Solana at 46. What's up with the Terra Luna? I heard they did the airdrop and it's worthless. That's what I heard. Let me know if that's true or not. I was reading somebody's tweet that said that they lost like $300,000 in Luna, and then the airdrop that they received was worth like $60. And thank you, Do Kwon, they said. So I don't mean to laugh, but I do. But I'm not. Let's laugh together. Let's not laugh at them. Let's laugh together with them, because you got to crack a joke, because this thing was a complete meltdown. Luckily, and thank the big man upstairs, most of the population of the chat didn't bite that hook. Looking warm, but being from the UK, I'm ready for any weather changes, says Passive Crypto. Yeah, I think so. I'm not entirely convinced by this little pumpage. I'm not really doing anything. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm in the positions that I'm in, and I haven't seen any new opportunities. I'm not thirsty for trying to scoop up, my favorite alt right now. I'm good where I'm at. BTC, ETH, and stable. Okay, I do have some stable as a little hedge there, and also as some dry powder to fire at the target when it's ready. And I don't think the target's ready. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that we're going to have to crack like 38, 40,000 before there's a clear change of trend. And in fact, I think that there is a possibility that we may bleed out a little bit more. Now, as far as like, is it the end for BTC? Oh my God, is the bottom in? I don't think the bottom's in, but I mean, maybe we're close. Maybe we're close. I think no one really knows. So we had someone slide into the Discord the other day. This is the stuff that you got to deal with as a tuber. Someone comes in here saying everybody's depressed. Hold on. The same person. What did they say? Oh, champ, I was the one. I've been a subscriber since 2017. I was telling you that it was going to crash to 3 to 4. You called me negative, and then 2 years ago it happened to crash. So I don't know if that person wants a congratulations, but I did congratulations. You know how many people come and they told me, I told you this and I told you that? Well, maybe you should start a crypto channel. Maybe, okay? If you want, a little hand clap. Since you called the top and the bottom, allegedly, maybe start a channel. That same person says that he thinks the bottom's in. Okay, and now he's bullish, as opposed to so many people that he's working with allegedly that they're not. So I'm not convinced. I don't think the bottom's in. I'm not ready to buy. I'm not bullish right now. And also, I'm not negative. I'm just going to cruise it. Okay, I'm going to cruise it. And I'm going to wait patiently. Okay, if this thing is really going to take off, then what does it matter if you got it at 31 or at 37? Honestly, if it's really going, if the trend is going to change on us, okay, then I want a confirmation of a trend. I'm willing to lose 10% or 15% of the potential gain for the confirmation that we are in a trend change. So, again, like if we're at 31, 32, I mean, we have to crack 38, 40, 41. Honestly, probably like 47, 48 for a real. I'll pull up the chart on you. Midas the Dog's here. He said he sold some recently, so clearly prices are about to rise. That's what you said last time. Passive says they should really start a channel if they think it's so easy. Definitely requires effort. Yeah, there's a lot of guys, and they say they come and go, and then, Champ, I told you this. I was the one, and I was like, dude, this is probably, like, maybe you were. I don't know. Like, if I remember, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm here every single day, and you said that you called something 2-3 years ago. You got a handful of those types of guys. Before, I used to fire at them a little bit more aggressively, and then, maybe I would just kick them out the box just because to have fun. But no, I mean, I noticed the name, and, sometimes people just want a little pat on the back, tell them that they're okay, So I gave them a congrats, a little hand clap, Maybe I should have thrown a little medal emoji at him. Maybe he'd feel, important or something. So if you're listening, man, thank you for letting me know that it was going down to 3 or 4K. Apparently, I told him that he was negative. I don't know, man. I don't remember. But thank you for listening, and I appreciate it. Come kapunk with us. I don't know where you've been for 3-4 years, but a lot has happened since then. Okay, a lot has happened since then in DeFi and in the meta world. Let's go ahead and check out continue to check out the charts here and see what's really shaking and baking. Hopefully everybody hit the gym. I didn't. Okay, I didn't. I did yesterday. I didn't. Today, took the little babies to school. They had a little event for the fathers out there, and they gave us, I guess, an early Father's Day gift or whatnot. So it was definitely worth the alternative today. But normally I'm not supposed to go on Tuesday anyway. I'll be back tomorrow. Heavy lifting, heavy weights. I'm motivated and inspired by a recent PR by Larry Wheels. Larry Wheels just deadlifted 930 for 3. 930 for 3. Gets me hyped. Now, I'll tell you, a little less hyped than before in those former PRs, because this time he's wearing like the suit. That it's not a weight belt, so it's like a wrestling suit or something that they got a strap on. It gives you a little bit more support. So, he's using equipment is the word. But, it's not like, I mean, it'll probably give you a few more pounds on the lift. And I'm not going to go out and buy a suit or nothing. I mean, I'm not that serious with it. But, I think it's a little bit more motivating to see somebody do it without a suit, without any, I want to say gear, but gear is sometimes synonymous with performance enhancing drugs. So I don't know, but you know what I mean. But anyhow, I'm motivated and I'm hyped. It seems like Larry's back, and I'm feeling good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like there's some progress being made, and also, I see a little more definition in the mirror, which is fun. Anyhow, I think what it's time, and I keep saying this, what's time is to lock in like a soldier on the diet. Okay, you lock in like a soldier with the diet, and maybe if I do that, I mean, I can reach higher heights. I call it kit. Yeah, that's probably a better way. I say gear, but like I said, gear is often synonymous with PEDs, so I don't want to confuse you guys. I'm talking about like straps or like something, straps on your, what is it called? Wraps on your knee wraps, or the whole suit. So, he was using that. But anyhow, he pulled away 930 times 3, and his goal was times 2. The last rep was sloppy though. Even the second rep was sloppy, but at that weight, just getting it off the floor is a feat. You got Thor chain up 11 and almost 12%. Kava, Aave, Cardano, Axie, Waves are some of the heavy hitters this morning. Waves, another alternative to Ethereum. It's an OG. It's been around. You got Axie over here. Axie, up 18% 7 days. Another 25% in the 24-hour period. Axie, the meta game. There you go. And you got Near, Engine, a couple going up. Again, I'm not entirely convinced. Life Stories here. He says, hey, what's up? Long time ago. I've been here maybe 4 years ago. And we're still here. We are still here. We haven't stopped either. After we've been under fire by the powers that be and shadow banned and all that, I'm still here with the best of them. We got OG Mania. Join the Discord. Stay tuned in. The link to the Discord's down below. The Champagne Room Discord, free to join. You don't have to do anything. Just click and join in there. And it's another channel to have access to the boomers, because I got 2 strikes already on me, and I get one more strike from YouTube. They're going to take away my streaming privileges for a week plus, they said. So I got a strike the other week on a video that's probably like 2 years old that I don't even remember. And it said, your video was removed because it had a link to some content. I'm like, what do you mean? All my videos have links. So of course you could appeal and go through. I'm not going to go through all that. Whatever. I mean, you're appealing to who? A robot? So, I'm in the bad list, as I have been. So if they do take away my privilege, you can tap in over there on Discord. And then I'm still pushing to DLive. I said like 50 times that I may open a Twitch. I need to just keep my mouth shut unless I'm going to do something. So that's what's going on. Shout out to Life Story. I see you. Shout out to everybody there on the Discord. I've been giving away whitelist spots for the Gold Spades NFT. I'm not in no rush to launch that, although it's ready to go. Okay. And anybody holding Medals of Honor, which is similar, it is like the medal you see spinning on the right-hand side here. That's the gold medal. We got gold, silver, and bronze. Anybody holding one of those, there's only 33 in total. Anyone holding one will be able to mint the Gold Spades for free first. So if you're interested with that, and like I think it was Manuel said, he's like, no, I don't want to sell this for cheap. This is a very rare Champagne's first drop, is what he said. So this, I'm just reflecting what the community said. Some in the community find it valuable. Okay. It is rare, very low circulating supply at 33. You can check the link to that down below. Drive streams, bring it back. Okay. Yeah, I used to do those. I used to go do a couple drive streams. They weren't live though. I would just record it while I was driving and get hype. You guys like it when I get turned up. You guys like it when I get turned up. It just requires effort too. And sometimes you want to. I want to say balanced, but that's probably not the right word. You want to find an equilibrium, but sometimes you got to throw a little polarity on them, and if you want to make the magic work. Pun intended. Kaboom. What else we got here? Let me check out CoinDesk. And of course, I've been checking out Richard Hart's Twitter in anticipation for Pulse Chain, but I'll tell you, this guy is losing my attention. Okay, I mean, he caught my attention. First, he never had my attention, and in fact, he was repelling my attention. Of course, the price action made me pay attention. But now that he hasn't delivered, I must say that it's rubbing me the wrong way. I'm not gonna, start talking all this smack or whatever, because it is what it is. Right? You can't expect anything. He's told us in our face. So at the end of the day, if he pulls the rug and the scam, it's on it's ultimately on us. But anyhow, this guy, what I don't like is that he said mid-May and that wasn't true. That's the bottom line here. Okay. And, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt that he said, around the 20th, like, look guys, it's not going to happen. So, I'll give him that credit. But other than that, I don't care about the Playboy models that you're hanging out with and, all the stuff that you're buying. It's, fun time sometimes to look at it, but it's not that fun for me at least. So, hurry up and drop this posting. So I do check that Twitter. But it seems like we haven't seen anything. This a couple of weeks has turned into longer than 2 weeks to slow the spread. This thing is taking longer than the Rona lockdown. Let me see if he dropped anything. Now he's still talking about how he called the Bitcoin top and this guy. CoinDesk is what I was talking about. Enough attention on another guy. That's one thing with the community. They pay way too much attention to that guy. And listen, I get it. It's exciting. It's fun. He's made people rich. I get it. I understand. But remember, it's just another guy. Cardano spikes 25%, leads gain in crypto majors. Why is Cardano pumping? Terra's new Luna coin surges 40%. Nah, I dumped on him. Let me see that. After listing on Binance. Okay. Let's check out Cardano, see if they say anything here. Bitcoin showed some signs of bottoming out earlier this week, with the broader market adding some 4.5% in the past 24. Crypto markets. Cardano's token led gains amongst majors. And what happened? I lost my spot here. Majors with 17% rise to trade over 64 cents on Tuesday. Fundamental catalyst includes a rise in the issuance of native assets on the network. Over 5 million assets have now been minted on Cardano, data shows. And the upcoming Vassal hard fork, a network upgrade expected in June that would increase scaling capabilities. Vassal sounds like Vaseline. Here, let me upgrade you with this Vaseline. It's how it's sounding to me. I'm not sure. Oh man, pause on that. Extra pause. Price chart suggests ADA or Cardano saw support at 45 cents. Readings on the Relative Strength Index, a tool used by traders, fell nearly 33% earlier this week, which suggested signs of Cardano bottoming out. However, the token could see some resistance at the 80 cents mark. So there you said, look, something so easy as one sentence. 5 million assets have now been minted at Cardano, and the upcoming Vassal hard fork are some reasons why the price may go up. But they ended up writing a whole 10 paragraphs around that. I think a lot of these articles are AI generated. Maybe I need to hire an AI to just post a bunch of nonsense. Because it seems like people like to pay attention to nonsense. Drive streams, bring them back. Maybe I will. I was thinking of also going for walks on the streams too. Because yeah, I mean, as far as like the Live Kaboom daily streams on my end, I'm a little bored just sitting here at the desk. Maybe I should go do something instead for the Live Kaboom, even the drive or something. Switch it up on you guys. Take a little peek over here, see if we're missing anything. Bitcoin up. Where's Hex at? Check out real quick. Last time they dumped to 3 cents, but then they pumped back up to 7 or 8 cents. Yeah, that's about where they're at. It's still less than what I sold it at, so I'm glad I got out. Although I do have a couple 10 years, I'm be honest with you. I don't know. I'm not feeling all that confident about a 10-year Hex tech right now. Sometimes I throw Hail Marys though, just in case. We'll see what's up with this pulse, man. It's like one of the few things we're looking forward to right now in this bear, and I don't like that. I was checking out my my stream feed and seeing if there's any opportunities. You know, the only other stuff that I really hear about is like the drip community, the animal farm and stuff like that. It just seems like it's a little late for that party, and it's like super referraled out, which could be good and bad. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's a little late for that party. I did see Crypto Talk drop a video earlier this morning about some pre-sale going on Binance called the Titan or stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not entirely convinced either. But, you know, that's like the only opportunity that I saw. I was like, oh, look, a new pre-sale. Wow. You know, you don't really see that right now. So hopefully we bottom out before the end of the year. Maybe. But like I said, we could be trading sideways for months or even a year plus if things, you know. I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. I'll just be honest with you guys. I think as far as a pump and like, you know, us, you know, going on a rally again, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think what's more likely is probably just trading sideways around the price we're at right now. You know, one day it's 32, then it jumps back to 28, then it goes to 29, then it goes to 30, then back to 28, then 31, like basically in that pocket. And then maybe it even drips a little bit more and it decreases into like the $25,000 or $20,000 range before, you know, taking off. But sideways for months is okay. For me, it is too. I'm okay with that. Even if it drops, you know, into the 24, 23, or closer to 20, we could do it for a little while. You know, if we have to. Obviously, you know, we don't want to, but you know, we could do it if we have to. Also happened in 2018, long time sideways, then big drop. Yeah, that's why I think that we have a long time before we pump again. You know, like I disagree with some of the people, or you know, that one gentleman yesterday in the Discord that said, "Oh, I think the bottom's in. I'm ready to go." I don't think that the bottom's in. I don't. Or maybe the bottom is in, but the pump isn't. Maybe we already hit the bottom and we're just trading sideways. But, you know, I think we're still far away from like the real run. You know, obviously it's pumping today, which is great. There's going to be peaks and valleys. But as far as like a trend change, nah, I don't think so. Let's look at this long gun chart. And once you see the chart, it kind of makes sense. Once you zoom out and you look at the big picture, I think it's going to be some time of further sideways trading before we hit those ATHs. Again. So let's do that 1 year chart. So this is a 1 year chart from last June to now. So, you know, it seems like we may have started trading sideways at the beginning of the year and now we've dropped a little bit. You know, I feel like we need to be like maybe even into October or the end of the year in this range. Even like the support and resistance are indicating that we're headed down. Yeah, so I do think we will go sideways. Yeah, I mean, it could pump tomorrow, but even if it did pump to like 38 or 40,000, let's say, I don't think that would confirm a trend change. So like, look, this is the 5 year chart. This is the 2017 bull run, right? So let's go back to here. You can see this is the last bull run in 2017, 2018. A pump, a dump, and look how long it traded sideways before, you know, so 2018 pump, sideways trading all the way to 2021. 3 years. Okay, and it got really bad in 2019, you know, obviously Corona or whatnot. But it was about 3 years of sideways trading. You know, lows of 3,000 and like the highest high was about 12,000. But it was in between, you know, 5 and 10 for a while. Oh, I'm sorry. You're only seeing my live daily background. Okay, my bad. There it is. I'm sorry. I just pressed the wrong button. So this is the 2017 run, right? It dumps. And look how long it traded sideways. It went down a little bit here. Obviously, you know, this is Corona, so it went down a little bit more than it probably should have. But look at this. Basically sideways for 3 years. Basically sideways for 3 years. Okay, highs of 12 over here. And then lows of 3,000. But it was in that pocket for about 3 years. And then boom, we had that major pump with 2 double tops right here. Boom, boom. And then ever since then, we've been headed downwards. But we haven't even traded sideways here on this scale. So it technically hasn't even gone that much sideways. When you look at it in a 5-year scope, it's not sideways yet. So, what I'm expecting is downwards to here and then maybe sideways to about 2023. Let's say to about January. Let's say, So there you go. That's what I would say. This was the Corona dump right here. 2019, I believe. March. Somewhere around here. It's somewhere around here. March. It's in this pocket. 3 years of accumulation opportunity. Yeah, we were here every single day accumulating the Bitcoin rate waiting room. We started working out. It wasn't exciting for a while. And then, DeFi last summer started warming up, the NFTs and stuff. And then, we really had a nice pump. And we were able, we definitely ate off this pump, guys. Don't act like we didn't pull profits. We didn't, make gains. I mean, this was a great run for us. The DFK, Phantom, there was a lot of movement in this, a lot of meat in the bones. Now we're headed down. Hopefully you stacked more BTC and ETH and stable coins so that we can wait for the next run. So again, look at this chart. I think we got to go out to come on, we got to go. Yeah, around 2019, beginning 2020. Yeah, somewhere around there. That's what I'm trying to say. So well, this could be the Corona dump right here. March 2020. This is the Corona dump. This red candle. So it dumped a little bit more before Corona. This was like the actual meltdown. This is 2018. A dump, a little pump, but then came Corona. But look, things rebounded after Corona a lot more quickly than after the bear market, you see? But ultimately, look at this range. This top right here, and then this top all the way up here. You got like a 3-year of basically sideways trading, guys. Again, the lowest it was, 3,000. And then the highest it went up was about 13 or maybe 12,000. But it was in that range for years. So we haven't even found that range. Again, look, here we go. The nice pump. It's a great pump. Great pump. We're still if you look at the pump compared to September or October, August 2020, I mean, we're up. So let it balance out. That's all. In fact, this chart is not at all that bearish. I mean, for the short term it is, but those stimulus checks went to crypto. It seems like that is the case, yes. Again, you're still reading sell here on the technicals, and they're probably still reading sell for the 1 month projections as well. Yeah, I think it takes more than a month for us. I would say at least a new year. Shout out to Corporate McMahon. I see you. So that's what it is, guys. Patiently wait. And are we clear for liftoff? Nope. I don't think so. I do not think so. A lot of people think so, but I don't. What do you think about ETH? Do you think we'll see 3 digits again? 4 digits or 5 digits, right? I mean, ETH is right now 4 digits. It's $19 or $2,000. So will it see 5 digits? It's what you're saying. And it never saw 5 digits again anyway. So I'm not sure what you're asking about. I do think that Bitcoin and ETH will hit all-time highs. Harvey says like 900. No. ETH is $1,900 right now. ETH is almost $2,000. Pull up the ETH chart. At 1933 on ETH. 1930. Still the same with the technicals. What's the most interesting price chart to me is ETH against Bitcoin. I think Ethereum is undervalued against Bitcoin. That 5-year. When you look at the 5-year chart, okay, there was a lot of hype when Ether first came out against BTC, right? So, but ever since then it's dumped. but look at the sideways trading. It looks to me on the big trend that ETH is going to gain. Perhaps I would say that Ether is worth 0.15. Back what it was when it first debuted. I think it should be up here. Now, will it get there? I don't know. It would be about a little more than 3x of what the price is right now. Remember when ETH was $200 in 2021? Yeah. Do you think we'll drop in price to around 900 on ETH? It all depends on what Bitcoin does. You know, if Bitcoin goes below 20,000, I think, yeah, then BTC could, if Bitcoin goes below 20,000, I think that Ethereum could go below 1,000. Problem is ETH has no cap, or am I wrong? I think it does. I think there is a cap on ETH, or not. But here's the thing, guys. Even something like Bitcoin, they say there's a cap, but the cap is supposed to end like in 100 years. So technically, it's inflating every year until the last year, you know, when that rule comes to an end. But, you know, it's a consensus network. They could fork it. They could change. I mean, they did the hard fork a couple years ago. So it's not like all that stuff about cap on coins and all that. Ultimately, it's the consensus, is the people that agree to the system, is what I see. And it seems like people are staying to that pattern of, you know, a limited supply of 21 million. But let's face it, guys, you know, in 80 years from now or whatever, I don't know how long the block's supposed to be. It's not like they can't decide like, oh, you know what, we're going to add some more blocks to it. Yeah, it's all meta. It's all fiction anyway. It's the consensus that's more important than the actual algorithm. That's my opinion. At the end of the day, that's what really supports these systems, including fiat. It's the consensus of the people, the belief in the network. Never thought about that. It's a good marketing stick, though. $21 million cap. Or 21 million cap. Yeah, that's the rule that they said they're going to play by. But, you know, they've already hard forked Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not the same as it was when they first started it. So it's like, yeah, they have changed the rules. They have rolled back. They have found bugs in the code. Same with Ether. You know, that's why there's Ether Classics and stuff. So, you know, for those that are like, oh, because they're limited supply and they're like die hard by the rules could change, guys. Okay? The rules could change. Hard fork, yeah, but the fork cores are meme. Is it, though? You know, because one could argue that the real Ether is ETH Classic. That's the one that has the DAO hack still in it. They didn't roll back the change. So is it a meme? Is it really the Ether? That could be discussed. But the dominating coin with the higher market cap is Ether, the one that was changed. Ether, the one that's number 2, is not the same as Ether Classic because they rolled back the chain. They went against the code. They changed it because of the consensus, not because of the code. So ultimately, it's consensus here. In case of Ethereum, I agree, and they have in the case of Bitcoin, there was a bug found not too long ago, maybe a couple of years ago, and it was responsibly disclosed by a dev, and they had to change what was going on. But there's been vulnerabilities in the BTC code that they have to change and stuff. For people think that they think it's written in stone, it's really not. In case of BTC still is the longest chain, or is Bitcoin Cash? Okay, you know, like we can go and argue on that. But again, the point that I'm trying to make is that it may or may not be the longest chain, but it's the chain with the most consensus. So consensus is more powerful than the length of the chain. And I just proved it to you in the case of Ethereum. You know, and it's, you know, it applies to basically everything. It's the consensus that people agree upon. Usually, those that people consent with the longer chain. That's true. But again, I think that that's something that's going over people's heads. It's the consensus. People are consenting to, okay? And people have consented to BTC being the main chain. And the miners are like, that's what people have agreed upon, like collectively. But they've rolled back BTC. They've changed it around, guys. Like, don't think that it's like, how about Lightning Network? What do you think Lightning Network is? I mean, you think there was a Lightning Network when Satoshi launched the chain? Like, come on. I say these things not to be, casting doubt on crypto or to be a crypto hater. No. It's to also to lift the veil and speak truth about what things really are, because people think that this thing is like completely written in stone. It can never change. It's going to really, yeah, but no. Just remember that. You're still dealing with meta. Lightning Network, a custodial layer, does not write on chain. Yeah, but it's still there. That's what I'm trying to say. Again, what we're doing is arguing little, small technicalities. At the end of the day, it's the consensus. People consented to the Lightning Network. So at the end of the day, that's also running transactions, right? That ultimately may or may not impact that main change. But people have consented to the Lightning Network, and now it's tagged on to BTC somehow. Wizard of Oz says passive. Yeah, I mean, I guess people consented to the wizard or not. I used to think that too. Like, as far as, how immutable BTC is and all that, I get it. And it sounds like kumbaya-ish. But there's variables and it gets more complicated than one may expect it to be. It's not the grand all solution we don't have a perfect solution for economics. We don't. There is no perfect solution here. Okay? And it seems like a good one though. I'm going to give it that one, but you also got to call it out for what it is. And the fact that BTC is inflating every year until it doesn't, and maybe it will again. I don't know, but it inflates. I mean, every day there's more coins being added into the chain. There's coins being mined. There's more coins available today than there was yesterday, and that's a fact. But the meme of limited circulating supply, that's the real meme. The consent is the meme. That, there's only going to be 21 and this is what it is. And, people have agreed to the actual meme. There are more coins now than 10 minutes ago. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. There's more being brought into existence. So, it's thus inflated. Remember EOS, Litecoin, Bcash, Chainlink, Digibyte. Where are they now? We need good altcoin. I only see Ethereum as a secure one. Well, EOS didn't, we know what happened with EOS. Litecoin was abandoned. Bitcoin Cash, I don't even know what to say about that. I think out of those, Chainlink still is around. I do see utility with Chainlink. I see plenty of projects using Chainlink. But, Digibyte, peer-to-peer cash, I don't really see that. But yeah, listen, I was one that was super hype on EOS, but I think ultimately the governance, it didn't work out. And that's another thing. DAOs and decentralized organizations and everybody votes on a kumbaya, that's not always efficient, guys. Okay? You need some centrality sometimes. You need someone to take control of the situation. Hopefully that person or that group is benevolent. But sometimes to leave it all to the group and hopefully everybody votes on it and kumbaya, we all hold hands, is not normally what works. I think LTC may be secure. Maybe, I don't know. But you know what I do agree upon? I think Trayvon was saying this not too long ago, that he thinks that Litecoin's oversold. An OG coin like that's been around. And that may be true. I mean, Litecoin may be oversold. Okay? And Litecoin may have built more trust over some time than some of these other not Litecoins, some of these other altcoins. Yeah, I mean, I was a Litecoin. You know, you remember me? Let there be light. Let there be light. I was always hype about it, but it ultimately didn't work out, right? Like, where's the price of Litecoin now? It definitely could be oversold. Let me run a search here on the lights. Number 19. This was like a number 5 coin, right? Like $67. It's cheap. And look, this is another one. Max supply, 84 million. You know, this one should be worth a little bit more. It's an OG. Litecoin. What's the all-time high for Litecoin? Like $400? Yeah, 410. Yeah, I mean, look, this one's supposed to be silver to Bitcoin's gold. I mean, I don't know. Kumbaya coins. I was flushed last year with so many coins changing the world and payment system. So many content creators told fairy tales. The alts landed hard this year. No more funny bunny. I mean, listen, you know, we paid attention to some of the stories or somewhat fairy tales. Like we were somewhat hyped. I mean, I just ultimately never fell in love, although I get excited. Like, you know, EOS was definitely a cool idea. Coming off of Steam and whatnot, I still think Steam it, all that was revolutionary. Okay, that to me, I learned more about cryptos and economics and all this stuff with Steam than with Bitcoin, honestly. Okay. Sad to see Litecoin at this position. You always see Litecoin logo in the news sites with BTC. I know they're a very recognizable brand. Don't forget that the captain jumped the ship. Yeah, that's true. That was ultimately my biggest mistake. Hanging around after the captain abandoned the ship. I should have left right then and there. And here's another thing. When there's a confirmation of a trend change, no matter how much you like the project or not, maybe it's wise to sell. And I'll give you the best example of that. Listen, Pulse Chain is about to drop, and Hex will be positively impacted by Pulse Chain. I'm fairly confident about that. Okay, and I was betting on that, but as soon as they said Pulse is not dropping this month, it was confirmed that the trend had changed. And no matter what I wanted to believe, the trend had changed for the short term. Sell. That's it. Sell. And I was right. It's less now than what I sold it at. For the short term. Now, again, what's going to happen in the long term, I don't know. But I'm talking about short term in the trend. There's a confirmed trend change. See you later. Steam was very promising, but it's so hard to make an algorithm to avoid people spamming just for money. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're right about that. I agree with you 1,000. And I think another problem there was that, you know, it was too easy to attack people economically. And what I mean by that is, you know, down votes were worth almost the same as upvotes. And you can call that kind of like, you know, economic warfare to a certain extent. I think they should have made it more costly to downvote. So more costly to downvote and more costly for spamming. Always, maybe they should. You know what? Maybe they should have put a cost to posting. I don't know. That project was awesome though, in a lot of ways. Always a pleasure, champ. You spit raw truth. No fluff or fairy tales. I always put my money on the fastest horse. No more love for alts besides ETH. Yeah, sometimes you just got to go with that trend, guys. You know, sometimes, you know, coming for people that like to, you know, put their attention to things that are meaningful, okay, and of value. Sometimes it doesn't make sense when you're trading, okay, because you're not necessarily looking for meaning and long-term value. You're talking about today, right now, okay? Like, you know, it's about what the trend is. It's very trendy. It's very trendy, and that's why necessarily trading is not for everybody. You know, if you're looking for long-term value and everything, maybe you're just a hodler and you're trying to look for that one project to hold on for the long term, and you're faithful to it, and, you know, those people are rewarded too. Steam, totally forgot about that. Yeah, it's one of my faves. One of my favorite projects of all time in crypto. Pulse trend changed to when launch to if launch. Exactly. It was like, okay, mid-May is sometime. That's what everybody was waiting for. And as soon, and I'll give him that much. At least he was honest. Like, hey guys, we're not going to make it. He didn't BS us. I'll give him that much. Okay. Respect to that. At least, with all the hype and all this flossing and all this stuff, he at least came out and said, you know what, guys, we're not going to do it. It's not going to happen. Okay. I'll give him that much. But I was confirmed to me that they're not going to do it. There's no reason to hang around. So ultimately, it was the right move. I lost, though. I lost because I had, I sold around 10, and I picked up at, 12, 14. I think I picked up on some at 16. So, yeah, I did take an L. You got to talk about your losses, too. There's a lot of people on these networks. They don't really talk about their losses. And, guys, let's be honest. I've said this X thousand times. You can't consider yourself a cryptomaniac if you haven't took losses. Let me hear about your losses. I want to learn from them. Last year, it felt like a millionaire dropping 1K to alts, RSR, Theta, Veracity. They all died. Thank God I reacted quick and cashed out. Yeah. Yeah. Thank God. You went to BTC ETH. You got some Solana. There you go. Well, I still hold a lot of alts which are down 99.9%. Well, ultimately now, holding the alts that are down 99%, that's probably not the good thing. But hopefully they swing back up. But I also missed a lot of on-chain coin because selling too late. That's the thing, some people sell too late. I've also been one of those too. Selling too late. Selling too late and then hanging on too long. Hanging on too long. Falling in love. Hodling too long with something. And even with Bitcoin, okay, for those that fall too much in love with Bitcoin, there was opportunities to sell Bitcoin as well. Okay. The top was in at 65, and it was pretty obvious too. Like especially when it dropped under 50, I said it. So guys, buckle up because this thing may go down more. It took a little time, but it was pretty obvious to me. We had been taking profits the whole way. That's another thing. Once you get that ball rolling, that system rolling, then you should be paying yourself, especially in a bear market. Start paying yourself weekly. Meta millionaires, yeah, a lot of people were meta millionaires just a few months ago. But let's not act like almost everybody's portfolio in this chat is down 50% or more. Let's not act. Come on, don't act like you're the superhero. Okay, you're not Richard Hart. Okay, you didn't get people to don't sacrifice $1 billion. I lost huge in RSR, says McMahon, when a YouTuber shielded Theta and 18 good alts. All in all, lost 9K. Yeah, sometimes you lose, man. I've lost. I've lost a lot this year. I'm down more. Most of us are down this year. Let's be honest. Losing is part of the game. Absolutely. You got to take it in stride, and also you got to know how to lose and not lose too much. You got to be able to save some ammo for that next round. This is a marathon, guys. You don't want to blow your load. Okay? You don't want to go, just jump out the gate sprinting. You got to maintain your pace out here. I've seen them come and go. Boom and doom. You've seen them too. Some of these YouTubers, they come out. They're in 100,000 subscribers in less than a year. And then, where are they in 2 years? You don't know. As long as you survive, you'll be back again. Losing is like an initiation. I agree. And this is the big picture for me. I think if you could just hold on long enough in the game without losing it all, then you should end up net positive. And what I mean by that is that I still think that inflation is going to kill everybody, and that this crypto stuff is a hedge against that. So I think in the big scheme of things, if you just tread water, you may be able to win. Life Story said, I remember Crypto Trading Pro. I don't remember that. I don't know if I remember that. Yeah, many tubers last year acted as clowns. Where are they now? Making videos in the bear market is an art. You always deliver, champ. I appreciate that. I was a little down on myself, too, on Friday for not pulling up. But I needed a break, man. I needed a break. I've been out here for 5 years plus, basically every single day, you know, letting you guys know what's going on, whether it's Meta, NFTs, DeFi. We've tried it all. So, you know, sometimes I'm going to take a break, you know, and when things slow down, I will slow down a little bit, but I'm not giving up out here. I'm out here leading the guys to victory. We're the NFT bros. A lot of them went to Solana, I think. It seems like they want to pump a Solana summer. I don't know. I heard that the OK Bears did okay over there. I don't know. I take a few more comments. Yeah, 51 minutes today. Okay, it felt like a 30-minute cast. I'm back. See, I needed the break. See, when I'm exhausted, doing 20 minutes feels like 50 minutes, and when I'm refreshed, doing 50 feels like 20. Yeah, bro, definitely remember the old tubers who left Random Tandems, Crypto Trading Pro, and Crypto Nick. Yeah, I think Crypto Nick did well, though. And he was a young guy, too, and he, you know, I guess he was a lot under fire with, you know, all the referrals and all that at that point, you know. I was at Beginning Champ, had several names, and YouTube banned me. I remember your video, Never Give Up. It's a marathon. Crypto's so volatile. It's fun. Just a bear market killing it. You're right. Do you think we should wait for BTC to hit an all-time high again before getting into alts once again? Nah, I won't. If BTC, you know, heads closer to 50,000, let's say, that would be extra confirmation to me that we're about to warm up. But yeah, I'm not gonna ape into altcoins until I, you know, confirm that BTC trend has changed. But it will be obvious, I believe, once it starts, especially if we trade sideways for months. Like if January comes around and now we've been, you know, since the, you know, at the same price as now, and then like February comes and things went to like 40, 45, I'd pay attention. But waiting to go to 65K to confirm a trend, nah, I don't think we need to wait that long. But, you know, closer to 50, I would say it was a confirmation of a complete trend change. Bitcoin 50K starts to sound like a exactly. Closer to 50. Even if we break 40, would be great. Obviously, there's, you know, right now at 31, if you know, got in now and, you know, went to 40, you're going to make gains. And that can happen. But it wouldn't confirm a trend change. I just showed you guys a chart. The bottom at 3,000, the top at 12, and that was not a trend change. It was sideways trading in that pocket for a long time. What amount of market cap would you trust a bull market? I don't trust anything under 2 trillion. I haven't been so much paying attention to the trillion, you know, the actual market cap, just more of the BTC price. Whatever the market cap is around, you know, 45 to 50, you could calculate what that is. Because, you know, people, the coins follow Bitcoin. So, you know, when Bitcoin's around 45 or 50K, you should be able to extrapolate what the total market cap for the entire market will be if the Bitcoin dominance stays around, let's say, 45% or something. Or even, you know, usually in like a a bull market, you know, the dominance of Bitcoin dominance decreases into the 30s because, you know, the money leaves BTC and goes into the alts. Baron says, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. So why don't you start a channel so that I can listen to what you have to offer? How about that? Do a channel and see how many people subscribe to you. If you know what you're talking about. Because there's plenty of people that want to listen to me, even though I don't know what I'm talking about, according to you. Because I don't. I really don't. Nobody does. I don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what the prices are going to go to. But guys, Baron seems to know what he's talking about. So hit him up with a follow or something if he has, if he's got if he cares about crypto enough to actually create content. What project has the best marketing and failed for you? For me, it was RSR with so many investors like Peter Thiel, Coinbase. It should change the world. I don't know. I've never really fell for like completely like that type of marketing. I would say the one that I thought was going to do really well was EOS. And it was marketed to the crypto community pretty well, as far as like the greater mainstream. I don't know. Like I wasn't really into RSR. We just listening to you because you got the kabooms. There you go. Baron says, nah, I'm just going to unsubscribe later. All right, Baron. Have a good one, man. I remember your videos 3 years ago. I got to laugh, though, because, for a new YouTuber, for someone that's live, when I first started, I would have really tried to figure out this Baron guy. But after a while, just let it be, let it go. All right, man. If you take the time to tell me I don't know what you're talking about, then what are you spending your time on? No matter what you do, guys, there's someone that you're not going to be able to please. And that's okay, I guess. Passive Crypto says, later, hater. Is he a hater, or does he think he's right, or does he want a medal? It's hard to extrapolate. Just like the guy I showed you guys, give you an example at the beginning of this video. The guy that came into Discord, like, champ, I told you, I was the one that told you 4 years ago. It was me. Like, what do you want me to do? Stop the whole channel, put you on the thumbnail and say, guys, it was him. Baron with a Satan as an avatar. Come on, man. You just got to laugh, man. Usually I would ban them and get aggressive and stuff, but now I'm just going to laugh. To be honest, I think you should really be sad that he hates on you. But it does throw off your flow. Like if you're a noob and, I remember when I first got on these live streams, my heart would pound. And that's why, like, at the beginning of the live streams, you see me so hyped because it was an exhilaration. It was like, but... And this is something that I kind of miss too. Literally the exhilaration of live streaming. So I'm so used to it now that, the rush is not as much, to be honest with you. But at the beginning when people would come in like that, it's like, you're on stage and people are like heckling you. You know what I mean? What are you going to do? Now it doesn't even faze me anymore. I'm just like, whatever, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, they should just watch Frozen and chill. That's right. Let it go. Hashtag Elsa. But yeah, maybe we should talk more about like what it is to like stream and like start a channel and a perspective from a content creator. Because this crypto stuff, you could talk about the price all day and you can argue with these people, but they don't know what they're talking about either. I love when you sniped down the trolls and haters 3 years ago. It was funny. They shilled coins, remember, too hard and cried when you warned them. Kaboom, headshot. That's right. I would throw people out the box. And I'm trying to give you some insight to how I felt. It's like I'm still learning this live stream stuff. I'm like, for lack of a better word, kind of nervous. You know what I mean? Like the word maybe is not nervous, but like excited, like you're stepping in a new arena. So when people will push me, I'll push them back, and that's what gave me space on the stage, like, you got something to say, well, get out of my way. I'm going to push you out the way out too. I'm going to snipe you out the box. And, that gave me a little more space on the stage and allowed me to dominate a little bit more and create, get some control back. Okay. And it boosted my confidence. Now I don't got to push people so much off the stage. It's okay. I'm willing to share a little bit. I don't feel as threatened. You know what I mean? Like I've already claimed some territory here. Okay. You got to fight for your territory when you're a young cub. So, that's probably why I was a little more aggressive back in those days. But I kind of miss it. And I know you guys do too. So sometimes you got to let them know that you're still, an aggressive bull, an aggressive lion here in the Pride Lands. Baron is crying. Nah, he's probably feeling like, oh, you know what? Like, and like he's probably still listening though. I'll give him that. Baron's still listening. He's feeling. At least we're talking about him. He probably doesn't get talked about much. Not even in a negative context. Some people, they don't even get paid attention to. There's some people that they post and people won't even post a comment on their post. Like they're out there, some people suck so much people don't even comment on their stuff. That's like even worse than people commenting and telling you don't know what you're saying. You know, so like the Carl Moon sick freaks. The crypto trenches are hard to survive. Soy bombs everywhere. They really are. You know, I had a fight for my little stage space here. It took me a little while. So, and that's also why, you know, when people suggest, oh, do another channel and everything, like, I get it. But, you know, I fought for this little space to monetize it. And, you know, I'm not about to just walk around and just like abandon this space, this little hill that I fought for. You know, I had to snipe people out the box. I had to draw blood. And yeah, it may not be the biggest hill. There's definitely other hills. And there could be better opportunities elsewhere. But I take some pride over here. I do. I take some pride out here. You know I'm banned. That's all good. But, you know, the opposite is you can't be too prideful. And I give that much. Sometimes, you got to go and try to dominate new lands and do the other things. If you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. I'll tell you, I have less now than I think I did before. You know, I was heavier on the referral links. You get more haters because, you know, a lot of those referral links projects, they ended up hitting. Some did. But, you know, and then they want to point the finger at you. You know, it comes with the game and the territory. Where's my screen? But yeah, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping. That's true. You have to put minds on the trenches. That's right. An hour on the stream. Shout out to the Meta Maniacs. You guys suggested I do some more driving streams. Maybe I do that. And as we continue the bear market, I know you guys need content in tandem or what's the word I'm looking for? Ancillary. I know you need ancillary content to crypto. So that could be general self-improvement and other topics that relate but are not necessarily crypto. Okay? You could talk about the price all day long. This is what separates the champ from your normal crypto YouTubers. They're not going to break it down and tell you the real. Okay? They're on a script. They got a time schedule. They got to make sure the thumbnail's okay. They got to do everything correctly because they got to satisfy the algorithm. God forbid they get shadow banned. They know that too. They stay in line. Powerful stream, 1 hour record. Thank you. I appreciate that. You know, I'm not mad at those guys either because, you know, everybody has their recipe and they got to stick to it. I got it. Maybe they don't have to, but they tend to stick to it. You got to respect people's recipes. They do what works for them, and if it's not getting in my way, then I'll let them slide. Remember 2 years ago when you had phone calls from soldiers in the trenches? I guess it was Bit Papa. Where are the OGs here? Yeah, we did a few of those. And some streams too with some YouTubers, a couple, you know, people that reached out to me. So I would give opportunities to people, you know, like, you had a little YouTube channel or you had you just a crypto maniac that wanted to talk. We put people on. Please never make open mouth thumbnails. Nah, that is not. Well, you know, Champagne, I guess, has big smiling teeth. The, the little, what was it he's called? The Colonel Crypto. That's what, he's officially called Colonel Crypto. That's the person that won this design contest. Because this was a contest. This original Champagne logo was a contest, and it was voted for as the winner in the community on Steam. And you know, he's called Colonel Crypto as per the artist that developed this. But nah, you're not gonna catch me with an open mouth on a meme. Although it's been suggested many times, like, champ, show your face. You know, it would grow the channel. You know, I'll be honest, it probably will. You know, part of the channel is Anon, but, you know, showing your face and demanding the respect that maybe I deserve is something that I don't ignore. You know, maybe you guys can give the opinion on that. I mean, it's been part of a brand, but then again, it's also been a barricade too to growth. I would admit. All right, a couple more comments and questions, and we're about done for today. Over an hour on the stream. I'm feeling good. I did not hit the gym today. I told you I had take the babies to the school, and they did a little Father's Day early celebration for us, and it was definitely worth it. But I'll be back tomorrow, and you know, I'm trying to go almost every day now. You know, I was usually just doing a 3-day, but it's about every day. Also, imagine Baron sees you on the street. Oh man! So stay on its original. I know that's kind of what I have, but you know, I'll tell you, a part of me's been like, no, you know what? You know, let's take it to the next level out here because you could do more, right? Maybe, I don't know. I look at it in many ways, you know. Today, first day on the new gym. Very excited. Awesome. Let me tell you, there's part of me that wants to start a gym. Part of me wants to start a fitness center, you know. Part of me wants to start a center, period, you know, for general self-improvement. Maybe the next bull run will invest in something. I've been looking at a lot of brick and mortar, just like businesses for sale. I have a partner that recently acquired a brick and mortar business and it's really doing well. You know, things that are outside of crypto do attract me. Now, I don't think that they, you know, have the upside potential that crypto does, but it's good to have multiple streams of income. It doesn't always have to be crypto. Just because it's not the best and the most potential doesn't mean, you know, it could be slow and steady as well. Never skip Kids Day. You got it. Absolutely. Yeah, and it was great. They did a little breakfast for us or whatever, and the children did some arts and crafts for the parents or whatnot, and it was nice. I enjoy that stuff, man. So I skipped the gym for that and was fine. I don't, you know, it's all good. And usually I don't go on Tuesday, but now I've been trying to go almost every day. So that's what it is. Guys, Strong Lifts. I keep reminding everyone here, stronglifts.com. If you are serious about getting strong, check that out. I have nothing to do with them. I followed the program. It's free. There's no thing. I'm not selling anything. I'm actually recommended, like, if you're my homeboy. Because you guys are damn near my homeboys. Okay? Like, I was really thinking about that. It's like, you know, this thing has become close. Like, I got the Discord. I talk to you guys directly. Like, yeah, it's the audience. And, you know, potentially, you know, it's a source of revenue because I monetize the channel and all that. But that's stripped aside. Like, you know, I got to keep it real with you guys. This is like, you know, I feel like I'm talking to my people because you are. Do it. Warlike attitude, wussy pop music, just positive masculine attitude. People need that. Masculinity in this decline. No Justin Bieber like jams. Yeah, part of me, like the gym I go to now is an independent gym. It's owned by a gentleman that's probably in my age range. And it's really focused on IFBB bodybuilders. And I can see how much he seems to enjoy. I don't know him personally, but, you know, maybe I should talk to him. That's another idea I've had of adding into this stream, just talking to more entrepreneurs that are outside of crypto. People just have done things independently, you know, because I really respect anybody that has fired their boss. Okay, all of us start off with some sort of a boss, but if you could figure out to be independent and be your own boss, I respect that so much. It's the level of respect I have for that is so high. So, you know, maybe there's a part of me that wills to talk to more of these entrepreneurs, okay? Because I want to learn more from them. And just like simple guys, even like the local barbershop owner, you know, I'm reminded of someone I grew up with, or that grew up in my neighborhood. I didn't really grow up with them, but they grew up in my neighborhood. You know, the dude's doing all right with his little barbershop. He's got some employees. Maybe he's not rich, but he's his own boss. You know, I like that. Had the other guy from the neighborhood that he started a little clothing store or whatnot, doing well. You know, like, I would like to talk to these people. Love you too as well, Suave House. Don't be scared to tell people you love them, man. That's not anything, funny bunny. That's actually, that shows a lot of character. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. I used to visit a CrossFit and boxing trainer, says Corporate, always at 8, but lately he dropped the appointments, so now gym, it is huge, modern, OG-style training is in my blood. Happy to try today. There you go. Awesome. Yeah, hit it. I don't know if you do the strong lifts or what you do, but, do something. We had another gentleman, what does he call it? Like active movement. He was in South Africa. He just posted the whole video in our Discord. He does like flips and stuff, like acrobatics. Like he doesn't lift any weights. It's not like strength training, but the dude's ripped. And he's out there doing his flips or whatever. He's doing some sort of, I don't know what he calls it again. Movement, motion. I forgot the name. Excuse me. But respect to him. Yeah, man. So no, it's nothing but love out there to the Metamaniacs, Corporate, Suave, all these guys that have been out here, and we'll continue to provide that A+ energy. It's past crypto at this point. So I mean, that's what I'm thinking of in my head. I'm like, oh, should I extend past Anon? Should I merge the other contents that I create? Because this is not the only content that I create. You know what I mean? So like, do I merge the other entities? Some of you have caught my other. I have more than one other channel, but like, it hasn't really much been active. I would say this is my main thing that I do all the time. But I have other channels that have been monetized, and some of you have came across some philosophy channels or whatnot. And then, I do other content creation, but I've always in the back of my mind, it's like, maybe I should dissolve the anonymity and bring it all together somehow, like for the ultimate grand scheme, and open up the Shaolin University. I don't know. But, I talk about the gym, the center, and I was like, how do I merge all these things, or do I keep them fragmented, as I have been? That's worked. I don't know, guys. Just to show you guys that I don't have it all figured out either. I guess that gentleman, Barry or Baron, was right. I don't know what I'm talking about. A few more comments and questions. I'm really out. It's been an hour and 15 minutes. A good stream today, though. A good stream today. This is a much needed break that I had. I took the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off. Usually, I only take Saturday and Sunday. Always appreciate your insight. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys, man. I really do. It keeps me going, keeps me something to look forward to. It's like, gives me a lot of hope, man. It's valuable to be able to have a channel like this, especially like the fact that it's Anon. That makes, I know that, like I said, it's a barricade, but it's also like something to flex, like, at least for myself personally, it's like, I know for sure that the people that are here subscribed, it's because they want to. It's not because like of popularity contests or, the people that I associate with or my, beautiful face. It's nothing to do with that. It's simply because of what I'm saying. Because no one knows, like, there's a lot of people know me personally. They don't know about champagne. I don't tell them. I don't go around talking about champagne to people. In fact, I want them to find it on their own. And shout out to one of the homies of mine that, like, a couple months ago, he found me on his own. He started going into NFTs and YouTube and everything. He's like, hold up, I think I found you on YouTube. And I'm like, oh, he knows now. You know what I mean? It's like, you can't cast pearls to swine. You know what I mean? I don't go around just like advertising. I'm not really big into that. So most people are, but like, is there a coin you're waiting to pop in 2022? Top 100. I'm eyeing Ripple, Solana. Is there any coin you're eyeing? No, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not necessarily eyeing anyone. I mean, I would say I always pay attention to Phantom because I like it. But, I'm not saying it's going to do extraordinary or anything. I think it'll recover. It'll recover just like AVAX and Matic and others will. But any specific coin, no. One thing I am interested in is Metaverse Land. I'm going to keep my eye on it more. In fact, let me check out the prices of Other Side and Sandbox. I'm really interested to see what property in the metaverse is going to do. Is it going to be all hype, or is there something here to be a landowner in the metaverse? I don't think that the metaverse and the prices for NFTs have bottomed out yet. Oh, I'm seeing a little bit of a change here on OpenSea's design. Anyhow, you got other side D that's at 2.95 floor. I've seen as low as 2.6 and as high as like 3.3 or 5 lately. Obviously, you know, there was sales right when it came out, closer to 10 ETH, but so like the other side and then Sandbox are things that I'm looking at, but I'm not in any rush at all. I'm interested to see, like, will this really be worth being a landowner? 1.45 for Sandbox. Definitely no funny bunny. LOL, because the irony of it all. Kaboom for life. You know it. I appreciate you, man. Metaverse is interesting indeed, says Corporate McMahon. It's hype or not. Sand and Mana I'm eyeing too. Yeah, Mana is one that I should be eyeing more because I do think it's quality. And it's the first, really. You know, I remember Decentraland being around before Sandbox and all these other ones. What's the price of Decentraland? Let me pull it up just to know. 1.75. Okay. Yeah, keep an eye on that. Let's see if this whole meta hype was actually going to stick. Remember, like VR and like 3D hype that didn't really stick. Remember when like 3D movies and everything, and everybody thought that we're going to go to the theater with the glasses and that the TVs were all going to be all curved and all that. It didn't stick. It didn't stick. So will meta stick, and will people really want to have headsets on and do all that or not? I don't know. It's certainly an interesting proposition. I can see how it could work, but things are not always what they seem. So I'm going to keep an eye on it. I don't think that the NFT bottom is in yet. In fact, let me see what the price of Bored Ape Yacht and Mutant Apes are too. Bored Ape Yacht. I have a feeling Zuckerberg is buying Mana and Sand. I can feel it, says Corporate McMahon. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't be surprised, but maybe not. I wouldn't be surprised either. 87 for the floor price. Yeah, I want to see this go down a little bit more. I feel like these guys haven't been hit with a major bear market. I mean, all-time highs for Bored Ape are like 125. So, I mean, it's down, but, you know, it's not down like 80%. I feel like this thing can go down to 50, maybe even less. So that's what it is. I have a feeling, I read that today in the city, everyone wears running around with their smartphones. They can't take it off. Everyone. You're talking about, what can't they take off? I'm sorry. Maybe I misread that. And what's the mutants hitting for? Are they under 18? Check out Mutant Ape Yacht Club here. About 17. Yeah, I want to see these bleed out a little bit more. Maybe I'll pick up a mutant or something. I don't know. Let's see if this thing goes closer to maybe even 10 ETH. Who knows? The smartphone addiction? Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody has some sort of smartphone addiction, even those that think that they don't, including ourselves. Some are worse than others. And I'm reminded, like, maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, I ditched the smartphone for like 10 months. Like, I don't know, I just went, like, one day, said, you know what, I'm not going to have a smartphone right now. I'll meet you when I meet you. That was about, it was probably before it. Yeah, it was probably more than 5 years ago. I hope we don't have 3D meta headsets addiction in next year's. I don't need that. Guys, surprise. All right, guys. Make sure you jump into Discord. I'll do another giveaway for that Gold Spades NFT. And if you want to get on the whitelist, get yourself a Medal of Honor. The links are down below. There's only 33. Okay, and I don't know what the floor is. It's probably 15 Matic, 20 Matic. I don't know. Okay, because I don't have one. But I agree with Manuel Fido, one of the holders of the Medals of Honor. Very rare. Champagne's first drop. It was free for the community, and maybe you want one. Okay? Maybe you want an OG influencer's token for the long run. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Again, I don't own any. Thanks, champ. Epic stream. See you soon, brother. See you as well. Me too. Ditch the smartphone for now anyway. You don't need it as much as you think, guys, honestly. Like, you don't need it all the time. Like, try going out like back in the days without a phone. Like, you know, what time are you going to be there? I'll knock on your door. Remember, now it's like, text me when you're outside. How about I just knock on your door? I'm here. You know, text me when you're there. How about you just meet me at the spot at this time? It's not a big deal. But all that being said, I haven't ditched my smartphone as of late. One thing I hear is pretty good is not to sleep with the phone around you. So, you know, don't like have it right next to your pillow, like charging on your nightstand. Like, you know, I've been trying to leave it on the floor close by the bed, but like leave it further away. Or the best thing I heard is just turn it off or put it in another room. You know, you can go down that 5G rabbit hole. You know, you go down that rabbit hole. You know, I've gone that hole. Legendary stream. I appreciate that, man. I need some of these every once in a while, you know. And it's hard to deliver like a legendary. I don't even know if there's a legendary stream, but so you said. But it's hard to do that every single day. Good tips. I appreciate you guys. I'll be back tomorrow. Brother, I got to go. Catch you later. You go ahead and do your thing. Go do what you got to do. I'm going to go ahead and do my thing as well. I've been on for almost an hour and a half, so I'll be back tomorrow with the good crypto word. Go to the gym. And if you are not ready to exercise, start a habit of just walking. It's how I got back into it. Go to the gym and walk on the treadmill for 15 minutes at 2.5. Okay, slow. And listen to a podcast. And just walk and do that every single day for 3-4 weeks. And then do a little weight. And just keep doing it. Shout out to Jojo and OG. I appreciate you. Suave House says, Shungite blocks EMF. Okay, I saw someone online selling like orgonite or some sort of like crystals and all that. So I don't really get into all the crystals. I'm sure there's some validity with all that, but I'm just not that paranoid, you know, about all the stuff. I'm sure that there's a lot of bad with the 5G and with the food and all that, but I'm just not that paranoid. I have a level of faith that, you know I don't know everything, and at some point you just got to be a believer and hope that the good Lord himself will take care of you, because everything seems to be like a threat, you know. But yeah, I've never heard of shungite, but I've heard of orgonite. I don't know if there's any orgon, ORGON, I believe. I don't know if there's a core. But yeah, I've heard some stuff about that 5G. I'll tell you that much. So, you know, although I say I'm not paranoid, I'm not sleeping with it next to my bed, you know. All right, guys, stay strong. I'll see you tomorrow. It's the voice of the blockchain, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest, Champagne Crypto. Thank you.